When the FBI came here, were you home?
Yeah, I was home.
Only on ABC 7 News, this San Leandro City Council member describes what the FBI wanted when they raided his home 3 months ago. Now he's worried about being arrested. Good evening, I'm Amma Dates.
And I'm Dan Ashley. Thanks for joining us. This could be the latest link to an East Bay scandal. The investigation that has already led to the indictment of former Oakland Mayor Sheng Tao, her partner, plus the owner of California Waste Solutions and his son.
ABC 7 News I-Team reporter Dan Noyes joins us with an exclusive interview. Dan.
Well, Amma and Dan, Bryan Azevedo describes going on that trip to Vietnam with Sheng Tao and other public officials. It was sponsored by David DeWong, the owner of California Waste Solutions, one of 4 people charged so far in the federal bribery and corruption case. The DeWong family that owns California Waste Solutions, recycling contractor for the cities of Oakland and San Jose, also had a side business called Evolutionary Homes. They tried to sell shipping containers converted to housing for the homeless to local governments for $300,000 each, and they had a showroom at their Bayside headquarters in Oakland.
Hey, get it! Get it! Get it!
They entertained city officials with karaoke and $300 bottles of whiskey, as this video shows from January of last year, posted on Instagram by Andy DeWong. He is now charged with bribery, conspiracy, mail-in wire fraud, and false statements. And there's Mario Juarez, co-founder of Evolutionary Homes, now a key witness for the prosecution, who is listed in the federal indictment as co-conspirator 1. And that's Bryan Azevedo, San Leandro City Council member.
Yeah, and I was just sitting there hanging out with them, listening to them. Yeah, they're friends. I mean, do you see anything wrong with that? Maybe, see, as politics, you know, since I come from construction, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm a little naive on some things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
Azevedo was a sheet metal worker and foreman. His part-time position on the city council brings $30,000 a year in pay and benefits. After he did not return my email and phone calls about the FBI raid at his home, I approached him at a city council meeting, and he agreed to an interview the following day. Tell me how you first met Andy DeWong, and when was it?
I believe I met him about 10 years ago.
It seems to me, though, that at least looking through your social media, and his as well, that you guys are tight. I mean...
Well, we know each other. Yeah, we hung out. Yeah, he kind of reminded me of one of those frat brothers sometimes. But he's a great guy.
Public records show that Azevedo helped promote the DeWong's business, Evolutionary Homes, setting up visits to the showroom for San Leandro city officials and staff. How did your involvement with Evolutionary Homes come about?
You know, I can't remember everything clearly, but I remember they were reaching out to several elected officials, and I went and I toured, and other elected officials, several hundreds, I heard, elected officials came and visit the homes.
San Leandro's former city manager tells me Azevedo arranged for her to tour the Evolutionary Home showroom, and that during that visit, the DeWongs pushed for this emergency homeless declaration. It would allow the city to buy units from Evolutionary Homes without getting bids from any other companies. The emergency homeless declaration met resistance from the San Leandro City Council and mayor.
There was a number of us who did not understand why we needed to pass an emergency declaration.
The council voted to kill the declaration.
Councilmember Azevedo, no.
With his no vote, Azevedo tried in vain to save it. Law enforcement has not accused Azevedo of doing anything wrong, and he's not mentioned in the public court documents filed so far in the FBI's bribery and corruption case. The indictment says former Oakland Mayor Sheng Tao promised to use her position to purchase 100 units from Evolutionary Homes in exchange for a $300,000 no-show job with the company for her partner, Andre Jones. The documents also say the parties discussed increasing Jones's salary up to $3 million if Oakland purchased 300 housing units, and that he would earn a bonus of $10,000 per unit sold. A source with knowledge of the FBI investigation tells me agents are checking if Bryan Azevedo had any sort of financial agreement with the DeWongs to sell Evolutionary Homes to the city of San Leandro. Was there some arrangement between you and the DeWongs in terms of, we'll give you a percentage if you sell X number of units?
I don't remember nothing, no.
For you to say, I don't remember, is not going to look good for people. I mean, clearly, me as a person...
I don't want to comment on that because, no, there was no arrangement on that.
Azevedo told me the DeWongs did make legal contributions to his campaign for mayor in 2022.
I can't remember exactly. I think it was $3,000 from the DeWong family and $2,000 from Andy. So that's $5,000. And then the other elections, I don't remember. I think he gave me $250 here or there.
Campaign records confirm those contributions. Azevedo lost the election for mayor by less than 300 votes. And beyond the on-the-table contributions, there were no envelopes with cash under the table.
No. No.
Azevedo also reported a $6,400 gift from the Vietnamese American Business Association, a business advocacy group founded and headed by the DeWong family, for a trip to Vietnam during the summer of 2023. David DeWong started Vietnam Waste Solutions 20 years ago. Note the same logo as his California company. Some of Azevedo's colleagues at San Leandro City Hall wondered why Azevedo got the invitation to travel to Vietnam.
I was not clear on the purpose of the trip at the time. He was not representing us in an official capacity. In other words, the city did not send him on any sort of trade mission.
Did San Leandro actually get anything concrete from your trip to Vietnam?
Well, I was invited because we have a big population of Vietnamese here in San Leandro. We have almost 15%, so I was there representing them and their beliefs and their culture.
Azevedo posted photos from the trip on Facebook, his business class flight, sightseeing with Andy DeWong, with Mayor Sheng Tao, Alameda County Supervisor Lena Tam, Sheriff Yesenia Sanchez, actor Danny Glover, and various officials from Vietnam.
Cheers! Yeah, all right!
And Andy DeWong posted this video of the trip to Instagram of Azevedo toasting the entourage, various nightlife scenes, and a pedicure.
Yeah, I know we got massages, and we were at places there was women around, but that doesn't mean I did anything.
When Azevedo returned to San Leandro from the 12-day trip to Vietnam, he told me rumors started to swirl.
Oh, well, you know, Bryan had prostitutes and drugs in Vietnam, and
really?
So I had businesses coming up to me telling me, and I'll explain to you like I did with the FBI about the drugs.
Azevedo says the FBI questioned him about the Vietnam trip, about being stopped at customs on the way home, but that it wasn't for drugs. He tells me he packed 5 souvenir lighters from a Vietnamese casino, including this one.
And they told me I can only keep one. That's how rumors get out there, yeah. Yeah, they were saying we had prostitutes, all this stuff. Yeah, we got massages. That doesn't mean they're prostitutes. We had people serving drinks or whatever.
But no sex acts were exchanged.
No.
Any thoughts on as you face these charges today? On January 17th of this year, the FBI arrested California Waste Solutions founder and president David DeWong, his son Andy, former Oakland Mayor Sheng Tao, and her partner Andre Jones, and charged them in the bribery and corruption case. Just 2 days before,
get out of your house with your hands up.
The FBI raided Bryan Azevedo's house at 6 in the morning.
My house was trashed, the garage was trashed.
What did they take?
They took cell phones, laptops, and iPads.
Azevedo tells me he hasn't retained an attorney yet because they're so expensive. He's waiting to see if he'll be arrested, and he has a time frame. He counted the days between the FBI raid at Sheng Tao's house and when she was indicted.
So about 210 days, and they shouldn't have as much stuff on me because I didn't do nothing. So
you're counting the days.
Yeah.
You are actually, huh?
Yeah. It's because I don't know what's going on.
Looking back on all this, is there anything that you would have done differently?
Yes, I would have never went on the trip. I would have let somebody else. It's been too much of a headache for me. I mean, it's too controversial. I didn't know all that, what was going on with Andy and all this. So, yeah, I wouldn't have went if I would have known, for sure.
Mayor Gonzalez also told me Bryan Azevedo tried to help the DeWongs compete for the garbage contract in San Leandro, but the council member denies it. By the way, Azevedo says he's staying off social media until this all plays out.